Hey guys, Cobra Fire here. Hello to the Filipino gaming community and all the gamers around the globe. So right now I'm playing Remnant 2. So this is my character, and basically this is a handler archetype, the one with the dog, and I have the secondary archetype, the Alchemist. So let me quickly discuss the build and equips for this character. So for the handler, I'm using support dog. So basically you'll unlock this every 5 levels if I'm correct. And basically attack dog is nice. When you hold the skill button, the dog house gives you a 20% damage boost. But I'm using the support dog because passively, as long as the dog is within your proximity radius, you'll receive a healing. So that healing, you can see it here, this icon here. So we're healing for 0.32 healing per second. And also, once the dog howls, basically it heals you for 2% of max health per second and 25% increase in move speed, including all allies within 20 meters, and lasts for 31 seconds. It's not actually, I think, 31 seconds, but I have an equip that extends the duration of the skill, so I'm gonna see to that later. So that's the handler for you. It also have the guard dog for the first one. This one basically uses the dog as a decoy because the dog increases the threat, and the howl reduces damage by 15%. So basically, guard dog howl reduces damage, support dog heals, and then attack dog increase damage. So for the perks, you have best friend. Using a relic fully restores companion health and grants them 25% damage and 35 damage resistance for 15 seconds. And then we have teamwork. The handler and the companion gain 30% increase revive speed, while handler or companion are reviving, they receive 50% less damage. And Spirit of the Wolf increases the movement speed by 10%. All allies within 10 meters of the handler gain the handler's movement speed if faster. Reduces the stamina cost of action for allies by 15%. And Pack Hunter gain 30% range and skill damage and 5% range and skill critical chance while companion is active and within 40 meters of the player. Damage increases with the handler level. Excuse me for that. So also we have a trait which is default when you use a handler. This is kinship. So basically every level of kinship here, basically reduces friendly fire damage dealt and received by 80%. So 80% damage reduction for friendly fire. And I think it also has an effect with damage from the outside, but basically I'm not that sure yet. So going back on this note, let's go to the Alchemist side. So I have other classes here. I have the Invader, the Explorer, and the Gunslinger unlocked, but I haven't leveled up them yet. Plus, I like the Alchemist. I'll give you the skills summary for the Alchemist. So what I like on the Alchemist is the skill. Basically, the vial the Alchemist throws basically buff you. So the first one is Stone Skin. So Stone Skin basically reduces incoming damage by 25% and stagger by 1, and makes the target immune to status effects, last 18.8 seconds, and the Stone Skin lasts 12.5 seconds. Then we have the Vile Frenzy Dust. This one is a damage buff. So basically, it creates a frenzy, increasing your fire rate, reload speed, and melee speed by 20%, and movement speed by 15%, last 18.8 seconds. Then, this is what I'm using. This is the Vile Elixir of Life. This kind of makes me immortal when I cast this, especially on near-death scenarios. So basically, Elixir of Life, mysterious vapor cloud that lasts 12 or 13 seconds, and Living Will grants 5 health regeneration per second and protects against fatal damage. Can revive down players, last 25 seconds. So basically, if your Living Will is still active within that 25 seconds time frame, and then you die, you would automatically be revived. Also, what I like on this build is the bonded perk from the handler. This is the prime perk of the handler. So when the handler is down, the companion, the dog, will attempt to revive them at 50% max health. Can be used to revive allies with command. Down ally must have a relic charge. So you can use your dog as an auto revive, plus with the Living Will Elixir of Life combination with the Living Will buff, will allow you to not to actually die. So this is basically helpful when you're playing solo. So I actually play solo. I finished the game. I finished Annihilation. I did it like more than 20 times. But I tried to do the cheese method on phase 2 on Annihilation, but it doesn't work. It's probably been patched already. So I tried to beat him normal way. I did it, and I got the Alpha Omega rifle. So continuing, the perks of Alchemist is Liquid Courage, grants 25 increase to all damage and 5% critical chance. Then Curative Effect, Panacea. Curative effects apply to all allies within 15 meters. So if you use a relic, you use what you call this item, I forgot this. So you use a relic. So relic heals you. Basically, this is the relic. I have 7 charges. It's been upgraded, and then basically it will affect your allies within 15 meters, if I'm correct. And then also, if you use curative items like Bloodroot, regenerates 1.5 health per second, last 60 seconds. It will also affect the allies. So basically, that's good for Panacea. So allies affected by Panacea gain 10 status and blight resistances as well. Then gold to lead. Picking up scrap. So basically, if you have picking up scrap metals, it has a 15% chance to award an ammo to the Alchemist. So when you pick up scrap, there's a 15% chance that it will give you a bonus ammo, which is good. because ammo is quite scarce during mobs and also boss fights, so you would really need that. And then last one is Experimentalist. Using Relic applies a random buff on the Alchemist and all allies within 20 meters for 60 seconds cannot be overridden. So also Alchemist has potency trait. So potency trait basically increase consumable duration by 100%. So technically consumable duration of the relic that heals you, it increases the duration, and also all consumable ones, so that includes these ones. So let's say ambit ember, concoctions, blood root, so ethereal orb that remove shocks, so that increases the duration of those consumables. So for my equip, I'm actually using Twisted Idol for the amulet, because if I use let's say Anko Power, this is a good amulet, increases 15% damage and also consuming a relic doubles the effect. This is good, but I will be overweight. So if I'm overweight, slow dodge, 50% stamina cost penalty. So I'm using Twisted Idol. I tried to use the Rusted Navigator Pen that it also removes 15% 15 encumbrance, and in this case the cap is 50, so I have 15 encumbrance. So this one gives me 15 health and 15 stamina, which is not really that good. 15 health, 15 stamina, that's too few. So probably if it's 30, I'm gonna use this. And I also have this weightless amulet, increases movement speed and by 0.75% and stamina cost of all action for every 5 point of armor encumbrance. This is good for this if you're overweight, but Twisted Idol still is the preference that I have because it increases armor effectiveness, so that would be this. So increases the, if you see, increases damage by 41.7%, and this is what I'm wearing right now. So I have a trainer cap. This one is heavy, the Ledo Mark 1 armor. This is actually suggested for engineer and challenger class. And then I have the survivor leggings and then the Regen bracers. So if I equip this, you'll notice this, it will buff my damage reduction plus reducing my weight to 50. So if I reduce my weight to 50, normal dodge, 25% stamina cost penalty, so normal. Plus, the armor is 185.9. So, from 41, that's 48% now. So, damage reduction, almost half, almost 50% damage reduction. Now, for the equips, nothing special. So, if you notice, the Leto Mark 1, it has the most armor. And then, Survivor leggings, 24 armor. And then, Radiant braces, 11 armor. And then, the cap 7 armor. So I can't go beyond that. I can't do Radiant Visage, so that's gonna be overweight. So we only go basically this trainer cap here. So exactly 50. Then for the rings, I have Targeting Jewel, increases range of all firearms by 4 meters, reduces the weapon spread by 15%, which is good. Then these two rings here, this is actually my passive healing rings. One is active, I'm sorry, this is passive. So the Stream Coupler, using a skill, regenerates 10% of max health over 5 seconds. So if I use the Howl, And then if I use the Elixir of Life Living Will buff, this will activate, giving me 10% of max health for 5 seconds. So that's basically 50% of max health. So that's like half of my health. And then I have Reserve Boosting Gem. Increases health regeneration by 0.33 per second. So if you notice, I have 0.32 here. Basically, it stacks up with this one, 0.33 per second. And then if you go 50% health or lower, it goes to 2 HP per second. So until you reach the 50% cap again. So which this 2 rings is good because it will be basically increasing your healing and regeneration and survivability. When you're playing solo, this game is actually punishing. It's a looter shooter, Souls-like. So with every mistakes that you make, your HP damage will go really low. So, and then the last ring I have is Stone of Continuance. Increases skill duration by 25%. So that's why you noticed here the time is 31 seconds. Let's try to remove this. Let's say I use the Celerity ring. Let's see. So if you notice, it's only 25 seconds now on the support dog buff. But if I use the ring, I have a lot of rings by the way. This one, Stone of Continuance, it extends my buff or skill buff duration. By the way, I use this skill duration because I have a max of expertise. So expertise trait level 10 gives me 20% cooldown reduction. So I have 2 trait points available. So let me put that here on Siphoner. Where would I put? Is it Amplitude, Scholar? Scholar is good if you're trying to level up. Revivalist we don't need because Handler is already fast to revive. Let's just go Endurance, more stamina. So okay, let's commit to the changes. So basically that's it for the equips. And the relic I'm using is the Crystal Heart. Why Crystal Heart? Because this one regenerates 100% of the health, although it reduces your movement speed by 50%, but it increases the damage reduction by 25% last 10 seconds. All of the other ones are mediocre for me. There are some good ones, but if you take a look, the Dragon Heart only heals you 70% 70 health over 5.5 seconds. This one is 100% regeneration. Then the Decayed Heart gives you 40 health regeneration for 3 instances for 30 seconds if you receive damage. And then Resonating Heart regenerates 50% of max health for 5 seconds. When the healed ended, any overhealed health will be doubled and awarded over the next 20 seconds. So what I want is a full health when you use the relic. And then we have Rune Heart increases health regeneration by 5 and generates 5 mod power over 10 seconds. This is good. Actually, Rune Heart, I'm using this before when I'm spamming my mod power, because you will use mods for your guns. Then Shielded Heart, I tried this. It gives you 100% shield, but the health that you receive is 50%. If it's giving you 100% health, it's good. But if you like shields, if you're a shield build you use shielded dart. And then I have the Siphon Heart. Nothing special on this one. It grants you 10% base damage as lifesteal for 10 seconds upon using it. So all of these heart mostly heals you for only 50%. This one, although it doesn't heal you 100% right away, it will heal you 100% for 10 seconds. And that's really fast. You will see it when I use it. So for the one I'm using on the heart for the crack stones, I'm using solid mod cost, reduces mod cost, so technically I can use my mods on my guns frequently because of this. And then I have ordinary range critical damage +4. So let's take a look on what I'm using. So solid mod cost, negative 2.4% for mod power requirement for you to fire the mod or activate the mod. Then I have crack weapon spread +4, negative 5% weapon spread, which is stacks up to the ring that I have earlier. And then +4 ordinary range critical damage, so 4.5% to be exact. So we have crit damage from the perks from the Handler and the Alchemist. So that's this is what I'm using. Now for the guns, I'm using Tech 22. Right now it's a +14, upgraded 14 times. So I have prismatic driver, so fires as basically a laser, deals 75 damage. And sustaining the beam target to the target causes an explosion that deals 450 mod damage in 3 meters AoE. So the requirement is 48 point, almost 50 for pulse of prismatic driver. So and then for the mutator, I'm using Time Weave. So the mod applies low status to all enemies. So when I fire laser, so instead of the target moves, right? So it's better to slow them so you can focus the laser. So this is good. Then for my melee weapon, this is really good. Dreamcatcher +7. I don't have the resources to upgrade this yet. I have Dreamweave as the mod power for this. After dealing 600 damage, you can do it on any breakable object. The Dreamcatcher melee weapon will actually shine, and once it shines, you can use a charge attack. When you do a charge attack, it would do a Dreamweave, applies slows to all enemies for 10 seconds, grants a stack of Reverie for each enemy affected. So if you're surrounded, you do a charge attack on the staff, and then basically the Reverie aura for 20 meters expands and then return to you, giving you Reverie charge depending on how many enemies are affected. So for each enemy, 2% all damage and 2% movement speed lasts 15 seconds. Then for the mutator striker, so melee hits increase the melee damage by 3% for 10 seconds, max 5 stacks. So if you're doing melee on this weapon, basically it increases the damage by 3% up to 5 stacks. Then I have my long gun, the XMG 57 Bonzo. It's +13, so my Tech 22 is +14. I ran out of upgrade materials. I'm using corrosive rounds. When I activate the mod power, basically the rounds imbues the ammunition with acid. So acid basically causes 15% 15% for 20 seconds. Shots apply corroded, dealing 431.2 or 431 damage over 10 seconds. So the mode power for this one is quite high, so that's why I'm usually reserving this for mini bosses and also the boss fights. Then I have a good mutator for this. So refunder. So this gun, if you notice, the magazine is 150. Refunder shots from this weapon have a 24% or 24.5% chance to return the ammo to the reserve, so returns to your magazine. So which is good because this weapon only have 150 on magazine and 150 reserve. So all in all, you only have like 300 ammo for this weapon. And then for Tech 22, you have 30 on the magazine. I think all in all, you have like 280 or almost 300. So that's it. For the traits, basically, you know, kinship, potency. I max out Vigor for HP. I max out expertise for the cooldown, and then looks like I have to do a reset on the Archetype. Okay, let's see. Oh no, the trait didn't return. I already put it on endurance. It's supposed to be here on spirit, but it's fine. When I found another tome, I'll put it here, so it's fine. Another 6 stamina is also good. So expertise for skill cooldown. I maximize Shade Skin for elemental damage reduction and Siphoner for lifesteal. So I'm thinking I'm going Scholar for more experience, but for leveling up the other archetypes, if I'm switching archetypes, or probably I'll go Handling. So for now, if you're going to play this, always go Vigor, Expertise, Spirit, Endurance, Shade Skin, and Siphoner. Those are pretty standard in this game. You need them. Alright, so right now I'm in Yesha. So here I'm in Yesha, and I just begun. So this is an adventure mode actually. So let's do this. Maybe there's a secret area here. Oh, there is. Oh, it's not. Let me try again though, just to be sure. Alright. It's not. There's an NPC here. Oh, it's a vendor, a statue vendor. I might go back to this area. The items are good. The armor, I think it's for a summoner class. I haven't unlocked that. Let's use So if you notice, I'm passively healing around 0.60 because I have 0.32 and 0.33 from the ring. It only goes to 2 HP per second when I'm below 50. There's a checkpoint here. By the way, you can charge your Dreamweave by striking breakables objects. Started calling enemies now. There's a mini boss. Okay, let's use the Living Whale buff. It's dangerous now. Made a mistake, it overheated. Let's laser this guy. So if you notice, some of the ammo is returning on my magazine reserves. Okay, let's use the howl. So the howl will heal me, plus any skill use that I do, I get 10% max health for 5 seconds because of the ring. This archer teleports. Okay, let's get the long gun ammo below. You notice the duration of me activating my mod power is short. That's due to spirit. Let's laser this guy. Okay, living armor. Trap. So let's see that. Let's laser this tree. Do a howl. Just need the howl for buff and heal. or dangerous situation, elixir of life. If you notice, this game is really punishing. The damage on the HP is really high, even though you have a lot of damage reduction. So it's like it's basically a looter shooter, Souls-like. So this 3 root nexus is almost done. I'm gonna laser this. I have 24 charge. Okay, we have no ammo. Actually, we do. We have 25. Then we have here. It's an amulet. Spending at least 30% of firearms magazine deals damage increase, melee damage by 10% for 7 seconds. It's good, but I think it's for other builds. Let's save to gain some ammo and relic charges. I didn't use the relic charges. If you noticed, this build is actually good for survivability and regeneration. So where do we go? We need to explore the whole area. So I'm gonna explore the area. So this is how you play the handler slash alchemist type. I think this is the best way, using the skill to heal and then having a lot of regeneration and then survivability. So I'm gonna explore the area. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you haven't subscribed on my channel, my YouTube channel, please do like and subscribe and hit that notification bell and help my channel grow. So thank you. So this is Cloverfire again, and have a great day. Bye now.